Welcome in,
Hey,
everybody. What's up, Dino?
hey, how's it going there? So
It's
I
going
was just watching
all
the
right, man.
intro on my phone, and my intro on the phone was way behind the computer here.
It is. Have you never noticed that before?
I just now noticed it because I don't usually pay attention to the phone while I'm on the air.
Oh, that's funny. Well, welcome in, everybody. Before we dive into that, I just want to take a brief moment. We lost a good friend of mine and a diehard Hawkeye fan early this morning, late last night. Eric Verdula. Uh, he is a member of Agony Defeat. They are who supplied us our intro song as well. Um, so our thoughts and prayers go out to him. He was a great dude. My thoughts and prayers are with Alec, his girls. And yeah, man, it's a tough situation. So any of you guys out there watching right now, man, if you're going through some shit, it's okay. It's okay to talk to people. It's okay to let it out, man. So, um, yeah, I just want to give a shout out to them and prayers to the family, Agony of Feet, the Verdulas, and everybody involved in the situation. Very sad stuff to start my Tuesday, but that's all right. We'll move on. Dean, the
Yes,
eve, the eve of the bowl game. How you feeling?
I'm feeling excited. It's finally here. I mean, the month build up to first of all, we start off with what bowl are we going to? Then who are we going to play? And then we
Yep.
finally find out, and then the next 3 weeks it's just like all this overload. We've been putting out these podcasts talking about who are we going to
Ooh.
play, and then we talk about Vanderbilt and everything that goes with Vanderbilt, and I know that there's some Hawkeye fans that differing on this game, and some think that we're going to win, some think we're a good matchup, other people like myself think it's not going to be a close game.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get it. Listen, I'm gonna say this out front. This might be the best non-playoff bowl game of all of them. Just with the storylines, we got Diego Pavia doing his thing, got Vanderbilt a 10-win season. Finally, one of the last programs that did not have a 10-win season. No one's opting out except for their star tight end that last I saw. Now I could be wrong. Vandy Chris, everybody will be on a little bit with us. Fitting, right? But yeah, and then Iowa, same thing. Not a lot of people sitting out. Nobody in the portal. These are two teams that want to fuck play, man, and like it's
They
awesome.
want to
I'm
get they want
excited.
to get after it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. This is not being treated like it's just this extra practice. It is what it is, and I'm going to the
Mhm.
NFL. I mean, think about last year. Was it last year when we had Kamari Malton or not Kamari Malton? Who was Harris? Jamari Harris opt out
Mhm.
early, didn't play in the
Mhm.
bowl game.
Oh
Like
heck, he opted out
shit
our
like that,
last 2 or 3 game season.
and
Halfway
he's
through the
not.
UCLA game, he opted out. He didn't want any more to do with it.
And guess what? He didn't make the league. So
No.
it's nice to see that two teams that just want to line up and beat each other up, and it's going to be a
Hmm.
good ass game, I think, and I'm excited. And we'll obviously talk more about it as we get some more peeps pop on here. But Dean, how was your Christmas, man? Merry Christmas, by the way.
Well, thank you. I hope yours was good too. Mine was very good. We celebrated it quietly. We hung out with one of my daughter's in-laws on Christmas Eve night, and they included us in dinner and presents exchange and everything. And but then I stayed up late trying to find all my favorite Christmas movies. But you know what?
Yeah.
They have moved all the regular favorite Christmas movies to a pay channels. And if you want to watch stuff like 34th on Miracle Street and stuff, right couple days right before Christmas Eve, they switched them all over to Max, HBO Max. You had to go to HBO Max if you wanted to watch any of them. But you know what? They're also now back on regular channels. So how greedy can HBO Max get? Now they freed them up to go back to the regular channels again. So
That's
we'll
crazy.
we will still watch it.
That's crazy. Vandy Chris, man. We're watching football and jump in, man. Look at this. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
What is the score of the Illinois game? Do you know?
I do not, man. I got home not too long. Well, I've been home. It's been a rough day for me, but so I haven't really watched a whole lot of shit, man. It's just been Your
Have you
mind
watched
going.
much football at all?
A little bit. I was watching some this weekend. I watched that Niners Bears game Sunday night. That's not college, but damn, that was a that was a game.
That was a great game. And the
Wow.
Niners came out on top right at the very end. Man, I was like,
I know, right?
I was thinking this is like Iowa all over again. Illinois leads 17-13.
There we go. Illinois 17-13 over Tennessee right now. So that'd be nice. Another Big Ten win over an SEC foe, that conference that's so good.
They're about to kick a field goal.
Very
Made
nice.
it.
It's funny you bring up. Go ahead.
It wasn't a field goal. I'm sorry. It was it was a point after touchdown. So it's actually 14. Whatever I told you, 17-14. No. Okay. Now, yeah, I suppose he's going to sit there and watch the game, Chris, before he joins us.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He probably just got off work. I know usually 6:30 is his go-to time to start. So we'll see when he jumps on. But hey, only fitting, man. I can't wait to talk more about it. But remember at the beginning of the year when this certain fella that's going to hop on said we were going 4-8?
Yes. But you know what? He owned it. He came on my show. He came on my show and owned it.
Hey, when we talk about the playoffs earlier, we're going to own the hell out of that.
Yeah. Chris, we already know. I was given the play-by-play on my phone.
Thanks, brother.
So.
Jump on in with us, Chris. We're ready for you. So I have something I wanted to put up here real quick.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, if we knew for sure if Brandon was coming up when Chris gets on, we could really get into the game if we knew Brandon was coming on at all.
Yeah, that's all right. We can talk about some fun stuff. I got to add something to the notes. But, man, how about the crazy news out of Ames, man?
Was it 16 players left? Something like that, or 13?
16 left.
16 left. Now, I want to say something. Everybody's just saying how crazy that is. Okay, so they're going to jump into the portal, obviously, next week. Or actually, starting Friday, they can go in the portal and start grabbing these people out of the portal. These people go in the portal on Friday, and they're going to start pulling them out on Friday because everybody's got a place to go already.
Oh, yeah.
People. You know, that's what's crazy. A person will jump in the portal, and the next day they're already at their new school.
Yeah.
But, I bet Iowa State is the coach there is going to bring a bunch of Washington State people with him, and he's got to be talking to him real quick. I mean, not legally talking to him, but he is.
There's people doing it. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Most of the time, that's why they jump in the portal. Let's face it. Most of the time, that's why they jump in the portal. Someone got in their ear and told them, you can make some money at so-and-so. They want you. It's like,
yeah. It's like, okay, like it's like this, okay? When the dude that went to Alabama, Iowa, and back to Illinois. I mean, back to Alabama again. The lineman.
Caden Proctor.
Okay. Yeah. When he was still an Iowa member, he drives down to Alabama to talk to the coach. He hadn't gone in the portal yet because he wasn't allowed to get in the portal at that time, I think, until April or May.
Yep.
So he was still technically an Iowa football player when he talked to DeBoer, I guess, about coming back to the team. That was illegal.
Yep.
Why didn't we slap that guy on the hand?
I don't know, man. That's I thought the same thing when it was going on. I'm like, how is this how do you boom, boom, boom that quick without breaking any type of legal thing? But hey, listen. I do. Yes, I understand that Iowa State has a shit ton of people in the portal, but this is actually going to benefit college football. I think it's to me, it exposes it, right? I mean, I get it. The coach left. So obviously, even before this, they were allowed to transfer if a coach left, right? But
right.
This nowadays, you never saw an exodus of 42 players when a coach left back in the day. So this is alarming, man. And what happens if he can't find anybody?
He will.
I know he will.
But this is either going to make Iowa State much better because he can be picky about who he brings in, or he's going to have a hard time finding players, so he's going to have to fill spots, so he's going to bring in whoever he can, and then really work his magic throughout the year on regular recruits, high school recruits, and build through the high school recruits for a couple of years.
Yeah, It's. I think it's the number 2. I think it's going to be tough.
Mhm.
Unless Iowa State can pull some sort of booster out of their ass that's going to funnel in some money
Mhm.
to get some of these people, they're not looking at Iowa State under a coaching change, under a guy that has not been at this level of football as a coach. They're just not. Like, you can only sell promises and dreams so much, but they still want facts and cash. Like,
Oh,
let's
no.
face it.
No,
So it's gonna be rough.
absolutely.
I,
It's absolutely. I kind of feel for Iowa State because
I
in a
do.
few years when Kirk retires, we might be in the same boat because
Nah.
I don't know. And people say no, but never say never. You saw what happened when Fran McCaffrey was fired. We only kept 2 of our players,
Did
and
you see that was okay?
yeah, yes, that was okay that we fired McCaffrey.
Yeah, that was a little different. With obviously with basketball, a little different. You don't have to fill a freaking 90-man roster. You get your little group of
Mhm.
people, and it's a little bit easier to go in and pick some of these people out, especially when you have a
Yeah,
coach like
yeah.
McCollum who brings his whole crew with him. Like,
Yeah, he brought 6 of
right?
his players and
Yep.
2 carried over from Iowa, so he had 8 on the roster
Yep.
pretty much on day 1. He just had to fill the other spots, and what a great job he did of finding the rest of
Oh,
those people.
yeah, and I think it's only going to get better because I'm actually very. I know we're kind of swerving, but we got to kill some time before we get our guests in here. But
Mhm.
I'm excited to see what he can recruit with a full year under his belt at Iowa. Like,
Yeah.
this guy's a masterful coach. I know we had the show and we talked about who we wanted as coach. And to be honest with you, this year's been so crazy. I couldn't fucking tell you who I said, but I knew I wouldn't be mad at if either one of those guys became the coach between him and
Oh,
DeVries.
I know
So,
though when we lost out on DeVries because I was on the DeVries bandwagon, but I knew when we lost him and everybody said McCollum was the next one on the list. It turned out he was the only one on the list. They
hey,
just, but I kept saying, oh, I don't want him. I don't want him because, man, we're going to go back to Todd Licklider days, where Ticklider, you know how bad that ball was. That was some of the worst basketball we'd ever seen,
that that was rough.
but when I saw him in the NCAA tournament playing against the teams, and I go, well, yeah, they're being very deliberate, and they're not scoring at a 80-point clip. But I go, it's kind of exciting to watch what they're doing, and that has translated to the team this year. That's what they're
Yep.
doing, you know,
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
and they're getting, they're so proficient in getting shots that they actually are scoring. I think they're averaging like 89 points a game.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know,
That's the thing. We're still putting up 90 points in these games, which we were doing under Fran. The only difference
Mhm.
was is we were scoring 96 and they were scoring 99. And
Yeah.
it was not a lot of fun. I mean, if you're going to score 90 points, you better be putting in some damn work. That's my
How
opinion.
many how many times under Fran did we score 100 points, but the other team scored more? Quite
Shit.
a few.
I think somebody needs to look up, at least do like the 90 and above, because even 90 and above is so rare too. Like, when you
Yeah.
think about teams scoring 90, like, I would
Hmm.
love to see how many times we scored 90 and
And lost the
still
game.
lost. Because I think
Yeah.
his last year, I think we had at least one or two. Because I remember going, how do you score 95 points and lose? I think we lost like 95 to 103 or some
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Yeah. Well, there's no doubt about it. Fran's fast-paced offense and stuff was fun to watch, but the defense was just hard. It was just so hard to sit there and watch us give up three-pointer after three-pointer, and
yep.
even people with the worst three-pointing shoot teams come in, we'd make them look like they were shooting them like every day.
Yeah.
I think teams under Fran love to come into Carver it's like, let's go shoot some threes, man, because we're gonna make them.
Open gym, baby. Just fucking have at it, man. See, and see, that's the worst part. So I think the holdup that the big hiccup that Fran had, which Ferentz has not, is yes, has Ferentz evolved all the way? No, but he is evolving enough in college football to keep winning. Fran
Hmm.
didn't evolve. We played that same style from the day he walked in the door until the day he was escorted out the door. We'd run
Hmm.
and gun and play zero defense. At no point did we ever evolve and try to even like, hey, what if we run and gun and still play some damn defense? Like, no,
Yeah,
he
I
never
mean,
did that
all
shit.
he did was recruit
Got him.
shooters. All he did was recruit shooters.
Shooters and tall, athletic,
Yeah,
bigger guys. Nope.
yeah,
I mean, you get a few. I mean, he did have some talent. I'll give him that. We've had some
some
good
very
players
talented
run through
people.
there. that are still in the NBA right now. 3 of them that I
Yes.
can think of. So very good talent. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. Yeah. So I know you probably done a little more research. So all those players in the portal, who, who,
You see what Chris just wrote?
who, about you get out the way? They must have ran over the official there.
I can remember watching some Iowa football games where our running backs and receivers used the referee as a blocker.
I've seen that shit too, man. Any players you think we should go after? That's listen. There's a lot of good players in that portal from Iowa State. Has anyone stood out to you?
How about we need wide receivers that can catch the ball? And Iowa State's always had some solid wide receivers. I don't know if they've got anybody with any talent in the portal right now that we could actually chase.
There was a wide receiver. I got to pull up his name. Hold tight. Oh, because he was good, pretty good.
Well, this is what I said. I may have said it on this group chat or another group chat this morning. But I said we need to keep the quarterbacks we've got. Don't go after any. Spend the money on wide receivers and a real wide receivers coach.
Yep.
Because I'm all about firing Bud Meyer. But I don't think that'll happen ever.
I don't think it will either. Here, I'm trying to figure out who this dude is.
Yeah. But while you're looking for him, I got a question to ask you along the wide receivers. With the history we have with wide receivers at Iowa, how do you go into somebody's living room and convince a wide receiver, let's say a 5-star, 4-star wide receiver, that Iowa should be where he goes?
You gotta sell him on. You gotta sell him on that change, man. You gotta sell him on what progress we have made, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because 2 years ago, compared to like we were average fifth most points in the Big Ten. Say what? We used to be dead last in the whole country. Now we're fifth most in the Big Ten, and a loaded Big Ten, mind you that. You sell
but our
them
receivers
on what's coming. What you?
But our receiver with the most yardage this year only has like 200 some plus yards. A receiver don't want that 200. He wants more like 1,000 yards catching.
We ain't got no real studs at receiver though. I mean, Reese Vandersee, obviously he was hurt for a good chunk of the year. I think he'll be a solid next year, but Phillips was really fast. It is really fast, but he's small, right? So if he can't beat you with speed, he ain't going up and getting any balls for you. He can't win no 50-50 balls, right?
No.
So that already puts him at an obsolete. So like unless he gets a good route, runs his route, beats you with his speed, he ain't mossing nobody. He ain't gonna go up and get the ball where Vandersee will. And then you have Jacob Gill, which I'm so confused why he took so many steps backwards, but again, not an elite talent. We need like a 4-star stud.
We need an elite guy that can just like, he's going to get 20 catches a game. 20 catches a game like people do. You know how many elite receivers against Iowa have caught, and they'll say, man, career day today, he caught 200 yards worth of passes today.
Oh, you mean like Mr. Lemon from USC? I mean, don't get me wrong. That dude was a stud, but those catches he made against Iowa are what won the game.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in triple coverage and he jump up and the ball's soaking ass wet and it's fucking downpouring and the guy would catch it. And I'm like, how can we not find a guy like that? Like, I mean, towards the end of the year, Vandersee is starting to show some of that, man. He was making some hell of a catches at the end of the year. But
absolutely.
We got to go after that in the portal. And I think we got to go after a defensive back or a safety in the portal.
Yeah. Oh my God. They're about to score again, Illinois. They're at the goal line.
Yeah. How's that SEC treating them?
Altmaier might have gotten in. He may have gotten in. I can't tell. They're giving him credit for the touchdown. He got in. 2-yard run, I think.
That's awesome. What's up, Jeff? What's up, brother? Go Hawks.
Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, man. I'll probably do a little commercial break here. Actually, not really a commercial break. I'll just pay some bills real quick. Except for it's not really some bills, but they go across. There it is down below. All right, man. Massive shout out here. Micah Hyde sent a nice little care package to me with some of his Hydes. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this bad boy. Hydes Hail Mary, apple
What is it?
shandy.
What is
So
it?
it's a
Oh! Is that the stuff you sent in the picture today?
yeah, man.
And
So
this
I got
stuff's from Micah Hyde.
yeah, this is Micah Hyde's. It's called this is his lemon shandy. It's called Hail Mary. It's a THC drink, so it's not alcoholic. It's THC. So it's got
Oh,
milligrams.
have him send me some.
Listen, shout out to them. If you look down below, it's hydeshailmary.com. If you use promo code FrontSeat20, you get 20% off your purchase. And I'm gonna tell
there
you,
it
man,
is, right there.
I'm a huge fan of the Apple one he just came out with. So I'm gonna enjoy this. Shout out Micah Hyde, baby. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Got the hat rocking, baby. And also Tavon, man. Appreciate you hooking it up with Micah for us. So shout out to Tavon Smith too. He'll be back on with us here soon. Hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, hydeshailmary.com, promo code FrontSeat20 for 20% off your purchase. So this one, man, that's been my jam.
Okay. I'll get that information from you after the show.
Yeah, man. But very cool. It's a local Hawkeye dude doing some things after he's retired from the league. So I'm excited to see where it goes for him. So very
Is he in Florida or is he doing that out of Iowa?
Brad, look at my Facebook. I think he's doing it wherever he lives. It is. I'd probably have to check the box. I got to for him, so it's. Hold on a second. I still never found that dude. But yeah, hold on one second. I'm gonna check this real quick. Actually, I will pay. All right.
What's he want you to look at? What's he want you to look at, man?
He's Vandy Chris is on his way, everybody. So this show is about to get real fun, real entertaining, a lot of talking, a lot of bullshit, a lot of back and forth. So it's gonna be fun. But he's loading some video up right now for me when he logs in. So I just need to keep him in the studio for now. But
yeah,
it's all good, man. It's all good. So I'm gonna leave him. He just walked in, but
he came in and then he left.
I think he's still loading it.
Okay.
So the guy I was thinking of, God, I gotta find him here. I think it's Chase Sowell. 6'3", 210 wide receiver out of Texas. The last 3 years, he's got 1 year eligibility. That's the last 3 years he's had 500 plus yards, and in each season, which is something we don't have. So he's got 6 total touchdowns. Averaged 15.6 yards a catch this year, 19.9 yards the year before, and 13.2 yards. So I think that's a guy, if I'm Iowa, you'd go after, and you'll be able to get him for pretty cheap because nothing jumps out at those stat lines except for some consistency, right?
Yeah.
Of being a good ass wide receiver.
Well, he's got twice as many yards as any of our wide receivers have ever gotten in the last 2 years.
For 3 straight years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did it for 3. If I'm going to chase wide receiver and it's going to be from Iowa State, it's going to be that guy. And I think he too. And I'm pretty sure there might be some defensive backs on there that are pretty good that I already said I think we need to dip into the portal for either a defensive back or a safety to replace what we will be losing.
100%. But getting Cone Ettinger back is going to be fantastic.
Pair him with Lutmer. Woo!
Yeah.
Now, if you can get like one more defensive back from the portal that's just game ready, that's a game changer, man. So, all right, I'm gonna see if he's ready. Guess I could always check the media assets here. All right. So, all right, it looks like he's good to go. I see his video in there. Without further ado, we're giving you so poetic and so fitting a way we bring Vandy Chris on, honorary Hawkeye, grew up here, that we get to play Vanderbilt. So let's bring in Chris right now. Chris, what's up, brother?
What is going on, my Hawkeye guys?
Hold on. All good stuff, man. How are you, brother?
It's the day before a football game, and I'm excited because I'm ready to watch my Commodores play some ball. Damn it!
Hey, we are excited. Before you got on, man, we were talking about how this game. It's nice to see a couple teams that are just want to line up and play football, and they're two talented teams. So, like, the fact that barely anybody's opted out of this bowl game is setting this thing up to start off New Year's Eve with a fucking bang, I think. So, yeah, I'm excited, man. But anyway, Chris, how was your Christmas? Let's not skip the mumbo jumbo. How was your Christmas, man?
Man, I had a good Christmas. I got a wireless mic that I haven't plugged in and tried yet for my podcasting. Got some saving stuff for my daughter, and got me a nice dad tumbler from my daughter as well. So
Hell
got to
yeah,
spend
man.
time with all the grandkids. Absolutely enjoyed it.
That's phenomenal, man. And now you get to ring in the new year watching your Vanderbilt Commodores lose. How you gonna feel about that one?
And we ain't ringing this in with the loss. Let me promise you that.
Ooh.
No, no. You were talking about how this is supposed to be one of the best non-playoff games.
Yeah.
But following us is Michigan and Texas. Did they have a lot of opt-outs or something that this is not supposed to be a great game between them?
Michigan didn't even have a coach.
Yeah, Michigan. There's rumors that Michigan's having a hard time even fielding a team. So,
Seriously.
like, a lot of people are like, hey, whatever this mess is, we don't want a part of it. But I would have said that one could be as well, right? Because it's a team that just missed the playoff and another team. But I think this one's going to be
okay.
very
I have Texas in that game anyway.
And as far as Texas goes, I don't even know if they have a running back room left. Just about every single one of their running backs has hit the transfer portal.
Yep.
I don't know if any of them are holding out for the game or if they're with the team or what's going on, but I know their whole running back room has hit the portal.
I guess Manning will just have to throw the ball on every down.
Yeah, he's in trouble, then I guess. But yeah, this is what. And man, it's been nice, man. We were talking to Chris before you got on about. Was it last year that we had players opting out before the season end, or was it 2 years ago?
For Iowa?
Yeah.
Iowa had 2 players opt out. Our running back
last year,
KJ.
2 years ago against Kentucky, half of your team opted out.
Yeah, and so did theirs, that one. So it would have been last year we had a player. We had a player opt out the last 3 or 4 games of the year. We had Caleb Johnson obviously opt out and shit like that. But
yeah, both of those 2. Yeah,
I'm excited.
That was the only 2 opt outs that I can remember.
And Caleb Johnson should have played it because he's having a rough start to his NFL career. So, but man, should we get into it, man? I don't know if anybody else is going to join us. I think Andrew, the boss, the prez, may be joining us here real soon. If you want to hang out, chat with us, give us your feedback, takes, because this thing's going to get good. Vandy Chris has been waiting all season for this, and we've been waiting all season for this too. It's only poetic that
it is.
Iowa and Vanderbilt meet after the whole year long in the preseason, and I know you owned up to your shit, and it's wonderful. So here's what we're going to do.
Hey. Hold up. I'll own that. I still don't think they're that good of a football team. Credit to them for doing what they've done. But they had a relatively easy schedule.
So what you're saying is Iowa's much closer to being 6-6 than they are 10-2.
Yes.
No. How many points is that we're away from being?
We lost to 4 ranked teams by 1 score each, and we had the lead in the
15?
fourth quarter. We had a lead in the fourth quarter in all 4 of those games.
All right. So, hey, all right. Vandy Chris, he already owned up to his thing. So we're going to talk about the college football playoff, and we're going to own up to some of our shit. So this was our preseason, as voted on by, I think there were 6 of us, and we put in who we had in our 12-team playoff. And based off who had the most votes, obviously you got more points. Who had the most number ones, you got the most points, et cetera, et cetera. This is how we did. All right, gentlemen, you ready to see how we ended up shaking out here? Hold on.
We're horrible.
4 out of 12.
All right, you remember this? I tell people, hey, we're just dudes that like to have fun. All right, all the red is where we missed and whiffed. If you look at the top 4 teams, we fucking whiffed.
Not one of them made it.
No, and 2 of them, the 1 and 2 seed, just played in a fucking bowl in the freezing ass frozen ground in New York.
Mhm.
And
Isn't that crazy? I had Penn State beating Clemson in the national title game. They still beat Clemson. It just was not. It wasn't the title game.
it was a title game. You didn't say which title game, so you were right, Dean. Technically, they are
Okay.
the champion of the Pinstripe Bowl.
Yes, they are.
The champion of the Pinstripe Bowl.
You were not wrong in picking that, but man, this is why I tell people most of us just do this for fun. We are not professionals, and some of us don't pay attention sometimes
Speak
like we
for
should.
yourself, Brad. Speak for yourself.
Shh. But hey, you were a part of this, and you whiffed the bat too. So allow me to help you here.
I was part of that. I did not have Boise State. I did not have Illinois. I did not have Kansas State, and I did not have LSU.
I had Texas Tech.
I had Texas Tech there too.
I knew that the money that dude fucking put into that program, and it hit. It hit just like the softball team did. It fucking hit, man. And that's.
I got a question for you.
Hey,
If
don't
you
forget
had-
the volleyball team.
Yeah. If you had Texas Tech in and I had Texas Tech in, how come nobody else did? Because that's why they're not on our list.
Nobody else did.
Wow. Okay.
Don't forget about Texas Tech volleyball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't they just win the national title too?
Did they?
I think they did because one Eli Stower's younger sister, I believe, got the MVP of the Final Four.
Mm-hmm. Was that the school that won the national title and then the next day 4 or 5 of their girls starters jumped into the portal?
No.
Okay.
Nebraska's did after they got beat.
Yeah, Nebraska's players all jumped in the portal.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm looking at.
No, Texas A&M
crazy.
won the championship, I believe.
Was it A&M?
Because Eli Stower's sister plays for him, and she was the MVP.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
That family's athletic, aren't they?
Cool.
Very athletic.
Yeah, that's we're already starting there. What's up, Kyle? How are you, bro?
Ooh. I'm firing shots already.
Oh man, we haven't even gotten to the game. Now it's gonna get good. What's up, Kyle? Happy New Year, Merry Christmas to you, my friend.
Kyle Reimers.
Yeah, man.
I have to ask, are you over around Crawford County somewhere? Because I grew up with some Reimers.
You said Reimers, but I think it's Reimers. I bet it's Reimers. Kyle?
I grew up with Darcy Reimers, spelled the same way.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. I'm saying Reimers, but he can correct me if I'm wrong.
Not taking shots at anybody, just speaking facts. That's all right. You can
I
take
like that.
shots as you want.
The facts are
Andy tonight.
The facts are Diego Pavia had more touchdowns than one Fernando Mendoza. He also had over 4,000 yards in total offense that Mendoza didn't have. And if you compare strength of schedule, yeah, Pavia did what he did against a much tougher schedule. Sit down, Fernando. You didn't deserve it.
Hey, somebody posted a thing. If you look at the good teams that Fernando did play, he didn't do anything, man.
Nope. He did not.
He did not. It was the whole team around him that helped win some of those games. Like, he didn't beat Iowa.
Nope.
Listen, he did not. He actually
didn't beat Penn State.
Them.
He didn't beat Penn State either. That was a wide receiver making a beautiful catch in the back of the end zone.
What's up, Pops?
Well, wait a minute. You said Mendoza didn't beat Iowa. He did have that great pass that burned T.J. Hall for a touchdown.
One pass don't win a game.
Listen, it was an all-out cell blitz. So how do you beat a blitz? You run the slant directly where the linebacker was, and it was just a good play call at the right time. And it is what it is, and it worked. And then he broke the tack. Like there was There was some traffic. There was traffic for him, and the wide receiver broke the traffic and took off. So,
Yep. Okay.
yeah, he didn't beat Iowa.
Real quick, timeout, Brad.
What?
I need to know where one Mr. Jason Hawkwell is, or Hackwell. I need to know where he's at.
Oh, hey, Dean, send him a message.
I will send him a message right now.
Tell him to hop in. Vandy's got some choice words.
I heard so much about Tennessee and the beer and shoot offense and blah, 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 blah this morning. I told him Tennessee was not a good football team, and he refused to listen. Peep the score. Peep that score.
What is it?
24-14. Illinois in the fourth quarter.
Man, it's Big Ten lost the bowl game?
They are today.
Who?
Who's Big Ten losing to today? They only played one game
never mind.
so far.
Yeah,
Do you
never
think
mind.
tomorrow? Nah, not tomorrow morning anyway. Not at 11 a.m. It's not going to do that.
They are losing tomorrow morning.
Reimers. It's German. Oh.
Southeast Iowa. Okay.
6th Street punter plays for Georgia. Is from Minneapolis. The punter, he's from Iowa. Very nice. How did Iowa not keep a punter? That's crazy. But I guess we go from down under, baby. We go down under.
One of you might have to send him a link because I didn't use the link. I didn't use a link to get in, so I don't have a link for him.
Chris, you want to do it, or I can do it. I can do it while you guys party.
Okay.
Right.
I do want to say, Chris, that from our discussions that I thought Pavia should have won the Heisman. It would make it even sweeter when Iowa beat Pavia that we beat the Heisman winner. But but I do honestly feel that he should have won it. And you and I had talked about it right up until it was time.
I think all three of us actually agreed that he should have won it. I agree. And people can say what they want to about what he said afterwards. And the whole Indiana sign. Here's my take on that. All year long, and both of you know this to be true because we talked about it in our chats. All year long, we have discussed the voters in the AP poll and how incredulous they were and how they were ranking teams and how pitiful it was.
Mm-hmm.
He simply said what we've been saying all year long. I have no problem with that. I wouldn't have apologized. Sorry, I'm just speaking the truth. And as far as the whole sign thing with the choice words about Indiana, how soon we forget that just 2 years ago, we awarded the Heisman Trophy to a guy that wrote F Utah on his fingernails for a game. And he won the Heisman. And somehow everybody's got a problem with Pavia doing this? Come on now. Stop it.
Hey, I don't care. He said what we've all been thinking all year round because these AP voters this year, a lot of these AP people, they ain't watching a fucking thing. They couldn't even stay up to watch Pac-12 football back in the day. You think they're watching all this now? No, man. No way.
Reese Davis, the one that chirped the loudest about Pavia and what he had to say after the voting, just 2 weeks prior to that, Vanderbilt went into Knoxville and beat a ranked opponent on their home field that was favored to beat us by 21 points, and he dropped us 2 points in the poll. He is the type of person that Pavia was talking about.
Yep. Hey, that makes 100%. Like that is 100% correct, man. I mean, even some of these like the All-Americans and shit like that. Some of those lists, I'm sitting there fucking scratching my head. The fact that Caden Witchen was not just unanimous, dude. Who could stop him? If you punt it to him, he's taking it. So like, there's nobody else like that in the country. Just saying.
Winston should have been unanimous, but I get it because some of the voters saw what Martell Hyde was doing at Vandy And that's why he didn't get it unanimous, because those two right there, if you want to see some punt returns tomorrow, tune in and watch the Relay Quest Bowl.
I like my chances with our special teams. I'm just going to put that out there.
All right. Okay.
We'll talk about
I want to say something on your comment that they couldn't even stay up to watch Pac-12 games. I live on the West Coast, right? California. They couldn't even stay up to watch the Pac-12 games on the West Coast, even because all their Pac-12 games on Saturday night were on the Pac-12 channel that nobody could get. Wasn't even available on my on my TV.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to say, is not even the people in California were watching Pac-12.
What's up, Noah?
Right.
Hey, we thought it was funny too, but unfortunately, it's true. and it just this exposes it more, just because they just really don't know what they're talking about now that the West Coast teams are playing on the East Coast a lot and the Central. Like, they're trying to not watch all these guys play now. Now there's no excuse. Like,
another perfect scenario. Vanderbilt goes on the road to number 11 South Carolina, beats them 31-7 in their own house. And the very next day, one of the voters voted South Carolina to move up 2 spots and Vanderbilt to drop 2 spots. What are we doing?
Wait a minute. I thought South Carolina had a losing record.
This is early.
This is early in the season when they were ranked number 11 in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they had all that smoke.
Yeah.
Man, listen, that phased out. I'm just glad and be thankful that we didn't bring all that smoke in and then shit the bed like they did. In fact, we overachieved. Technically, I think Vegas had us at like 6.5, some shit like
7.5. It was 7.5, I think.
7.5.
Let's talk Vegas odds, because Vegas had somebody at 4 wins this year.
Yeah, sounds similar.
Would that be Vanderbilt?
Yes, sir. Had us at 3.5.
Chris, I'll give you this, man. Through all the chats, you are a fan. I just want to say thank you for being a fan, because you stand your ground in every chat I'm in with you when people start dogging you about Vanderbilt. And you told them this year, and you told them the previous year, that you're going to win more games than what everybody thinks, and you have not been wrong, nor have you faltered. So thank you for being a true fan, my friend. I appreciate it.
It's the only way to be. You got – look, I get frustrated with Dean. He knows that. It's all good. It's all fun and banter.
That's how you do it.
But you guys have stayed true to your colors as well.
Hell yeah.
That's what it means to be a fan. Stay true to your colors. And just like me,
Terry,
I hate
what's up,
Tennessee
brother?
with a passion. With a passion.
That's funny earlier.
That's why I'm cheering for the Illini tonight.
That makes sense. I was wondering why you were watching the game and not jumping in, but when the hate's real, the hate's real, baby.
He also told me earlier tonight why he's rooting for Illinois more than Tennessee, because he hates Tennessee. No orange allowed in his house. And I got to thinking about that. That's a couple of in-state teams in the same conference, but I kind of compare it to like Iowa State rivalry, you know? Even though we're not playing in the same conference, it's still a big hate relationship through most fans. It's either one or the other, not both.
So did you know that Tennessee losing to Vanderbilt bothered Josh Heupel so bad that the Music City Bowl, every year the SEC team uses the Vanderbilt facilities. Every year. Josh Heupel decided this year they weren't using the Vanderbilt facilities. Illinois has been over there. Props to them. I love what their coach had to say about our facilities. Josh Heupel, go suck an egg.
Kyle, first of all, congratulations, my friend. It's always great to marry your best friend. And number 2, Nashville. I fucking love Nashville. So you're going to have a blast. Make sure you stop.
I've never been to Nashville. I would love to go sometime.
So, Kyle, on your way through Nashville, and if you need to, I'll get Brad the information. He can send it to you. make sure you stop and eat at Hattie B's.
The
famous, the real Hattie B's, the original Nashville hot chicken.
That's my favorite.
Hot chicken. I can't
Every time
handle
I'm there.
hot.
It's not
Can't
super
handle
hot. You can do the heat scales. You can go mild. Terry, brother, I'm doing well, man. Merry Christmas to you, man. Hope you're doing even better, man. Been watching you. I'm glad you made your debut finally. All this behind the scenes comment and shit. Now you're on your own, doing your own shit. I love it, brother. Oh man.
What do you mean? You mean he's got his own show now?
No, he's been on with the villains a lot lately. So
yeah.
Oh, he's been on my show a couple times too. So
Terry's good.
I love that nickname. I love the nickname he gave me. I think we should have Chris change my nickname on the group chat to that.
From old timer to that.
You don't like old timer?
No, I'm an old timer, so I mean it's the truth. It's just like,
Chris
it needs a little flair, though. It just needs a little flair. You know how it is.
We're driving from Nashville. Hell yeah, man. That's exciting for you, man. Congrats again. Enjoy it, man. But yeah, definitely stop in Nashville, man. It's a lot of fun, man. Every time I've ever been to that city. And listen, it's no surprise Vanderbilt's athletics are starting to turn some corners because that's a good-ass city with decent weather. I mean, it's not all sunshine, right, but you're not getting as much of that cold shit. And it's like, it's actually, I'm quite shocked that it's only taken this long for Vanderbilt to really come up being in Nashville, personally. So, but it's what it is. What do you say we jump into the game, boys?
Sure.
All right, let's talk. Let's first, we're gonna go. Let's break this down. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do position by position and who has the edge. Does that sound fun to you guys?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Let's kick it off right at the top of the boards here. And if you guys want to comment, let us know who has the edge. Let us know. I'll try to post all your comments. I was a line ahead of you. It's too long. I was traveling through. Yeah. I usually got up every time I go at 10 a.m. right before they open. One of the first ones in the lines. Holy shit. Yes, sir, Terry Walker. Go Hawks. All right, let's start with quarterback. Chris, position group. Who do you give the nod to, my friend?
Gee, let me think about this one. I'm going to give the nod to Vanderbilt. I think the room is better, not just at the starting position, but when you look at the backups. Blaise Berlowitz has been in this system for 3 years now. When they were at New Mexico State, Diego got hurt, and Blaise actually started some games as a freshman. And if something happens to Diego and he has to go out, Blaise is right there. He knows the offense just as well as Pavia does and makes the same kind of plays. That's no slight to Gronowski, but I just don't think the room as a whole is at the same level as the room as a whole at Vanderbilt.
Oh, hey, listen, we don't even have to go whole room. We can just talk who's really going to see the field. So I'll go second.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. I love Mark Gronowski. What he's done for Iowa this year is great. I think his injury actually hurt him and our offense more than we really realized. Only towards the end of the season did we really get a full glimpse of things where the wide receivers were making some clutch plays and shit like that. But you can't argue what Pavia's done this year. And to me, the quarterback, it's a nod for Vanderbilt. So doesn't mean Gronowski ain't going to outplay him tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that. I'm just saying. But when you're looking at it straight up, I got to give a nod to Pavia.
So I see this comment down here by Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Kyle is wrong.
How many's Pavia have? Does he have any?
Diego Pavia did win a national title at the JUCO level.
One?
Mm-hmm.
So Gronowski has more. He has two.
He has two.
I thought he only won one at South Dakota State. Because he
won
didn't win last year.
He won
of
two,
three.
and then he lost in the title game his third year, I think.
Okay, gotcha.
He got two. But that different level, really, I mean, does translate a little bit, but give me Pavia. Dean, who you got in this one? QB battle.
Obviously, I'm going to go with Pavia on this one. And if you go quarterback rooms, they still win because we've got two unproven guys right behind him, number 2 and 3, that are unproven, that each, I think, played 3 plays total all year between them. And, of course, the two behind them have never seen action. So, yeah. It goes to Vanderbilt and Pavia because that's probably the only 2 quarterbacks we're going to see unless they both get hurt.
For sure. All right, man. We're going to move on to running back. Let's go with Dean. We'll let you kick this bad boy off.
Oh, my gosh. Honestly, I'm going to have to give it to Vanderbilt. I like what Patterson and Moulton can do, but neither one of them have broken off anything long for a touchdown or anything like that. I guess we got spoiled with KJ last year, and I'm missing that. But I mean, it just seems like both of those guys, when they get touched, they fall on the ground. So I'm going to give it to Vanderbilt.
All right, Chris, you want to go next?
I'm going to agree with Dean. I can go a little bit more in depth about the Vanderbilt room. The starter is Cedric Alexander, who I don't think is used enough. He's got elite level speed for running back. He's got tremendous athletic ability. There, at least 3 times every year, you're going to see him literally hurdle somebody to avoid a tackle. He can catch the ball out of the backfield and is explosive in the passing game. His backup is M.K. Young, who might be one of the fastest running backs in the SEC. That's no slight to Iowa. They always have good backs. I just think our room is a little bit better.
Yeah. Listen, I'm 50-50 on that. I see what you say about Young, and I believe that 100%. He's averaging 9 yards a touch. 9 yards a touch. So he has 45 carries, 410 yards for 6 touchdowns. Holy shit. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm 50-50 with it because I can't really say the running back room is better when your running backs aren't even your leading rushers. So with that said, I'm going with Iowa on this one based off running backs as a whole. We got Kamari Moulton with 783, so he almost has as many rushing yards as Pavia does, who is the leading rusher for Vanderbilt. And then, obviously, our other backs have not been used like we normally see. We started the year using them a shit ton, and now it's kind of trickled off. So it literally goes 156 for Moulton, 120 carries for Gronowski, and only 57 for our third down the list, which for Iowa, it's usually not that way. So I got to give the nod to just Iowa because their running backs are actually leading them in rushing. So, so I got
fair argument.
I wish I would have looked this up sooner. I would have picked the Iowa running back room because I'm looking at the running back stats. They're a whole lot better than I thought they were. Moulton has 800 yards this year. I mean, and so, yeah.
It's surprising, right? I think Young may be the best back between the both teams just based off of the speed Chris mentioned. And, I mean, you're talking 45 touches and you still have 400 yards. That's and 6 touchdowns. That's pretty damn elite. So I think he may be the best back overall in the room, but I think of both rooms. But I think as a whole, I think I got to give the nod to Iowa on that bad boy.
Yeah. So Pavia probably is their leading rusher. And you can't count him in the running back room, can you?
But
should we?
No, we're doing positions.
But one thing to look at is the receiving yards for Cedric Alexander, because we use him in the passing game a lot. We use him on screenplays a lot, which is basically designed, you're throwing it out to your running back. We use him with a lot of swing passes. We swing it out to the sideline, and off he goes against the corner. So for me, I include Alexander's receiving yards in his rushing yards.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, Bolton has 15 for basically 100 yards. So they're those two are actually very similar. Obviously, a little more passing yards or receiving yards for, God, what's his name? Alexander.
Yeah.
But I still got to roll with it. Speaking of receiving, should we go with receivers?
Sure.
I
You go first.
me?
Yeah.
I'm giving it to I give it to Vanderbilt just for the fact that A, we don't pass the ball enough. And B, up until the last few games, we have not seen any of that big time playmaking shit that all these other schools see. I mean, towards the end of the year, we had some great catches by our wide receivers. They're starting to come around. They're starting to feel, I think, the offense, and they were starting to feel getting really more aligned with Gradowski, but and not enough of it. I mean, this is even taking out their leading receiver, he's not playing. We'll get to tight end position group next. But, I mean, they have two receivers with 600, almost 700 yards. And our top, I think those two guys alone almost have more. They have more yards. Damn. Those two combined almost have more yards than our top three combined. Wait. Just kidding. They do have more than our top three combined because our top receiver as well is a tight end. So their wide receivers, one of their wide receivers. So I'm going to point this out. I'm not very good at math on the fly sometimes. But so it's Trey Richardson. 40 catches, 679 yards, 17 average, 6 touchdowns. 679. And then our top three are 261, 260, and 186.
But you're not counting our tight end in that?
Nah, because we're talking about wide receiver groups.
Okay.
Tight end's a different group technically. So
Okay.
I gotta give it to Vanderbilt. So
if Vander Z hadn't been hurt half the year, he'd have caught more passes.
He definitely
more
would.
yardage.
He was fourth leading receiver with only 11 catches. So
and only played in 7. Only played in 7 of the 12 games.
Yeah, so you're talking he averages 17 yards a touch, which is the same as Richardson. So, like, if he plays longer, we may be talking a little different, but it's Vanderbilt, and it's honestly a landslide on that one. Who's next? Who you got?
I got it. It's just Vanderbilt. It's Vanderbilt. The hands down, you covered it all.
I was going to give you a little bit of background on our wide receivers.
Go ahead, Bill.
So, Trey Richardson. He came from D2 as a transfer, came in last year through the portal. Richie Hoskins, I would say he's our number 3 guy. He was a D3 walk-on that came to Vanderbilt. And Junior Searle, he was part of the 2023 team that went 2-10 and lost every single game by double digits. It was to see where he's at today from where he started and his development. People will knock him because he doesn't have the numbers, right? But the kid can play, and he can catch a ball, and he's got size. I think he's going to surprise some people in the NFL and be a lot better wide receiver than what people think he is.
Which guy?
Junior Searle. Where's number 0?
Is he a senior?
Yes.
Is he fast?
I'm just going to tell you the Alabama secondary from 2024 is still trying to catch up to him.
Yeah, he's gonna need that speed.
He's the one that caught the 4th and 1 ball right down the middle of the Alabama defense, and that they still chasing him.
That's crazy.
Kyle wants to know how long Vandy's been a fan.
So funny you ask that, Kyle. I grew up in Denison, graduated from Manila High School, the last graduating class of Manila. I was born and raised in Iowa. I was a Hawkeye fan. I joined the United States Marine Corps, served 3 years. While I was in the Marines, my parents moved to Tennessee. So when I was discharged, I just moved to Tennessee in 1990 and adopted Vanderbilt as my team. Being here, seeing Tennessee fans firsthand, I thought they were very arrogant, and I didn't want any part of that. And I chose the local team to me, which is Vanderbilt. I've been a Vanderbilt fan for 35 years. And yes, I'm part of the crew that's considered to be sidewalk alumni because I'm a fan with no affiliation to the school. And I was one of the ones that was in Jerry Stackhouse's inbox telling him how bad he needed to leave Vanderbilt and was called, and I quote, a fake ass fan. And my reply was, I was here long before you, and I'll be here long after you. And, well, see you, Jerry. You gone. And I'm still here.
That's funny. That is a funny story. I love it.
Listen, that whole if you don't go there, you can't be a fan bullshit.
Yeah.
That shit's got to fucking stop because it makes no sense. So all these people that are fans of these NFL teams, guess what? You can't be fans unless you played and went and you were part of them. That's how I put it. Like, who you to tell me I can't choose who the fuck I like?
Exactly.
Yeah. I do
want
to
matter.
Comment. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. I can guarantee you that. I just want to comment on something Noah wrote about if Iowa was going to win this game, that we're going to have to air it out. And I actually said that on a couple podcasts ago. I feel like that we're going to have to pass the ball and be pass happy. You know.
I saved that. I saved that comment. We'll talk about that more later. But
okay, cool.
All right, so let's go on to tight end, and we'll make this short and sweet. It's obviously Vanderbilt. That's all I got. Dean, what do you got?
Same thing, because we only have one tight end.
Yeah, and he was a walk-on.
And he's a walk-on.
And he's going to be a stud. Good old Vanami.
Chris. Oh, by the way, he does now have a scholarship, I believe.
He does now. Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Carol Kemper, right?
Yep.
Let's make this correct. It's Carol Kemper. It's not Kemper Catholic. I'm tired of the Iowa media calling it Kemper Catholic. It's always going to be Carol Kemper.
Can I say something though? They have the Catholic schools have changed that. They're calling themselves Catholic in all of them. When I went to Columbus, it was Waterloo Columbus. Now it's Columbus Catholic School. In Waterloo.
Yeah, Carol Kemper. I've always called it Carol Kemper. My dad went to Carol. He'll tell you it's Carol Kemper. That's all that matters.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's always Waterloo Columbus to me. So.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. All right, let's move on. You go ahead.
Speaking of Vanami,
stud.
He does have a younger brother that I don't know if he's a junior or senior. But this dude can flat out play some high school football. Watched him in the state playoffs. Electric. If Iowa can keep him and develop him, that would be another weapon for them. But as far as the tight end room, yeah, I give it to Vanderbilt. Even though Stowers is not playing, our number 2 tight end, Cole Spence, you'll see him make plays just about every game. He's more of a blocking tight end than a pass catcher, but in the passing game, he is elite, just like Stowers is.
Yeah. 13. He's got, I'm going to take a peek real quick. 15.5 yards a touch. That's pretty good. Listen, Vanami, he's going to be a stud. That's going to be your next Iowa tight end to watch. And don't be surprised if a few years from now he wins that Mackey Award. If Iowa can retain him, it's a different world.
I'm so excited. I'm excited about our tight end room next year. We got Estrenga back, Banami, and then we got that, can't remember his first name, Thomas Meyer. Coming up, who's at the bowl game. He played with the first team this year, and he went to the bowl game, so they didn't leave him at home. So they might use him.
He was a 4-star tight end.
Yeah,
stud, absolute stud. I think he's 6'5". I want to say he's a big boy.
Perfect tight end size.
All right, well, let's get to offensive line, and guess what, Chris? We'll let you go first on this one.
So we're all in a chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
I may surprise you. I will say Iowa probably owns the offensive line here. However, don't overlook the Vandy offensive line. I think it's just as good as Iowa's. If you're looking at numbers, Jordan White, which is crazy, won SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week 4 times. No other lineman in the SEC won it more than twice. He won it 4 times.
That's pretty good.
And didn't even make all SEC. How does that happen? I know Iowa's got an all-world center.
Terry, you're the man. Hey, Cooper DeJean. Shout out to that guy, man. Look at him pulling some shit, man. He's got a Bella twin with him now. 22 years old.
44. What, he's got 42-year-old girlfriend?
Well, hey, listen, what a year for you. On your birthday, you get a pick 6, and now you're freaking dating a Bella twin? Like, what? Sorry. Anyway, go on, Chris.
It's all good. As far as we actually have one of our offensive linemen. You know, people go off of PFF grades and PFSN, which is a division of PFF. PFSN actually has one of the offensive linemen, and I believe it's the center, graded higher than the Iowa center, even though the Iowa center is the one that wins all the awards. It's interesting to look at the dynamics. Both were up for the Joe Moore Award that Iowa won. I would contend Utah should have won it, but credit to Iowa for getting that award. That's one thing about Iowa. They're always going to have a solid offensive line.
We've struggled recently, kind of when we got that real slump with the offense. Our offensive line was not what it used to be, and I think we're finally getting back to that. So, listen, I'm going to agree with you, Vandy Chris. I'm going with Iowa on their offensive line, man. I think the amount of games they played together and the fact that there's probably 3 pros on that line right now that are going to play tomorrow that aren't opting out, and they're all looking at – these aren't like, oh, I hope I get picked in the last round. I hope I get picked in the 6th, 7th round. No, these guys are like in the top 5 rounds, 3 of them. So, like, it's going to be fun, man, but I got to give Iowa the nod.
I actually think we have 3 that are going to play in the NFL too. Jordan White, Cade McConnell, and Chase. I keep forgetting his last name. But he actually, as a freshman, was a backup offensive lineman at Minnesota that got a lot of snaps in and was penciled in to be the starter as a sophomore and transferred to Vanderbilt. Chase Mitchell. That's who it is.
Yeah. We talked about him on another episode, too, if you remember right.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think all 3 of them are going to make it in the NFL.
Who are you taking?
Me?
Yeah, you going to
Iowa?
Iowa?
Is it okay, it's the Iowa offensive line. Obviously, they're the winner in this one. But I do want to point out, this is the same line that 2 years ago was being maligned and was one of the bigger jokes and saying, we can't believe this is a Kirk Ferentz coached offensive line.
Yep.
And so... And I was calling that we shouldn't have had Barnett coaching these guys. He didn't know what he was doing. Here it is, 2 years later, the Joe Moore Award winners, and I'm no longer calling for Barnett's job. He can keep it. Give the guy a raise.
All right, I'm doing some quick research here. I'm speaking of this old line. I just can't. Hold on a second. 2019. Why don't we? Should we move to special teams, or you want to go defense?
Your choice, bud. You check it.
Hey, let's go special teams. We'll start with punter. You want to go? We can go. Let's go all positions. Let's go punter. I'm giving Iowa. I've never seen the Vanderbilt punter, so I got.
I haven't. I don't even know if
I've-
Vanderbilt punter hasn't probably punted more than 3 or 4 times all year, has he?
Oh, he has. We had some stinkers of a game. We had a stinker of a game offensively against Missouri, but I'm going to say it's a wash. I think they're both about equal. Both are going to punt it, maybe 60 yards tops. Going to average about 45, 40, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'm going to say punter's probably a wash.
Okay. I was just trying to see if I could find your punter's average. Ours is 43 yards, so I'll just call it a wash as myself. Because, we're used to 48-yard punters, and this one's 43, and that 5-yard makes a huge difference. Anyway, but I don't know anything about your punter. I was trying to find him on here to see what his average yard was.
All right, Chris, who you picking?
I said it's a wash.
Wash.
Yeah.
All right, then let's go field goal kicker. Who wants to kick it off?
Ours, Iowa. Drew Stevens.
Hey, kicked the school record, tied it. Field goal this year. I gotta take Iowa. Iowa's had some good field goal kickers, and you know this for a fact. He set a school record or tied it, so I gotta go with ours, Iowa. Who you got, Chris?
Okay.
You taking yours?
Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Our punter, Nick Haberer, 23 punts, 46.7 average. He's got 8 that are 50 plus, 11 inside the 20. Field goal kicker, Brock Taylor, 11 and 12 on field goals. He's only missed 1 kick all year on field goals, and had a streak of 17 straight dating back to last year before he missed one. I personally think he's the best kicker in the country, but wow. I'm biased.
It does show that he kicked along the one of 51.
Yeah,
he kicked the 51-yarder.
He's highly accurate. I have to go with Brock Taylor on that.
All right. Now here's where it gets fun. Let's go return man. Chris, you
should
had
that even be a question?
Hey, personally, I don't think so, but Chris may have some insight we don't know.
Martell Hyde at Vanderbilt finished second.
You too, man.
To Wet Jet in the Return Man of the Year award. Don't underestimate what Martell Hyde can do. I'm gonna say Return Man, Iowa has the edge, but don't sleep on Martell Hyde.
What is Martell Hyde's number?
He's returned 10 for 76 yards. His long was 19.
What is his what's his jersey number?
Number 4.
Sucks. Doesn't put him in any type of fucking order. Oh, now I see how it is. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, he's number 4. On kickoff returns, Trey Richardson is the go-to guy for Vanderbilt. He's had 14 returns for a 26.5-yard average.
Nice cornerback. trying to see if I can see any of his returns on the stat sheet. Does not appear that way.
You can go to the Vanderbilt Athletics website, and it's all on there.
It's too much work. It's fine. But yeah, I'm excited to see him, Chris. Everything that you spoke about and how he finished second is huge, man. So I'm excited to see that. But yeah, I like that one. All right, let's head to the defensive side. Let's start. Let's go D-line. Dean, who's got the edge?
I think I'm going to give this one to Vanderbilt. I mean, I think they're pretty close, but I'm just going to give it to Vanderbilt. I just feel like they do a better job of stopping the run than we do.
Okay.
Chris, who you got?
So I'm going to go with Vanderbilt. Names to look out for: Miles Capers. He's got 4.5 sacks for 42 yards. He's got 9.5 tackles for loss for 60 yards. You throw in Corday Sidnor, who's got 8.5 tackles for loss for 40 yards, 3.5 sacks for 18 yards. Let's see. Joshua Singh has 5 tackles for loss. Glenn Seabrooks, he hasn't played a lot this year. Linus Zunk, 3.5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks. So they're solid on the defensive line. We'll get to where the Vanderbilt defense struggles in a minute, but that defensive line, they get after it.
Okay, all right, let me look at something real quick. Sacks, 29. Sorry, doing my impromptu research,
Mm-hmm.
I sent you all the stats earlier today. You could have.
I did see that. D-line. All right. Yeah, D-line. Yeah, I got to give it to them. I think Vanderbilt has a little bit more consistent D-line. Across the board, man, I mean, they're 4 D linemen and 1 D end are your top 5 sack leaders, and each have 3+. Where Iowa has 3 in the top, only 3 in the top 10 in sacks, and it's 6, 6, and 5. They're the top 3, and then the rest are linebackers and defensive backs on the sack field. So I gotta give the D line to them. So this is almost like a 50-50 matchup so far, boys. Let's move on. Let's go linebackers. Chris, I'll let you kick us off on that bad boy.
Vanderbilt returned 5 guys that started a minimum of 4 games at linebacker last year. Your leader of the pack is going to be Langston Patterson. He's a 4th-year guy. And something to pay attention to with Langston Patterson, he did file a lawsuit against the NCAA trying to get a 5th year on the grounds that FBS is the only division in football that requires you to sit out a year in order to access your 5th year. Every other division in the NCAA, whether it's Division II, Division III, FCS, they all automatically get 5 years.
Seriously, I did not know that.
And he stands a good chance to win the lawsuit. But that's where you're going to hear his name a lot. Nick Rinaldi, he's good. Bryson Cowan, CJ Hurd, more of a safety hybrid. And then you got Brandon Fontenette, who's kind of a hybrid safety linebacker, plays both positions. Brian Longwell. I think Vanderbilt has the deeper and better linebacker room.
Interesting. All right, Dino, we got.
I agree. There's nothing more to say. I agree with him on that one.
Yeah, I'm with you on the linebacker group. There's definitely a much deeper, and if you look at the stats, I mean, our linebackers have a combined. Let's see, 0. So our starting linebacker core has 0 interceptions on the year. 0. Whereas Vanderbilt, their linebacker core has 1. At least 1. So they cover more. But yeah, I'm going with them. Secondary. I'll go first. I'm going to give the nod to Iowa, which sounds weird. Actually, yeah, I'm going to give it to Iowa. I think between Zach Lutmer, who came on strong at the end of the year, leads the team with 3 interceptions, 68 tackles, 1 sack. Guy's been playing lights out towards the end. Lights out. And then you got Cohen Etchinger, and then obviously X as well. I think between those 3 guys, that is a experienced, just hard nosed Iowa secondary, and Iowa's been known for that shit. So I'm gonna give it to Iowa on that one. So now I'm a volunteer Chris next because I do have a question with this. I have to ask. What
Okay.
what is the defensive scheme you guys run? Because your safeties, you have 3 safeties in your top 5 in tackles. I'm curious. I really want. It's not normal. Okay,
So there's a reason for that.
go on. I'm all ears.
Because Vanderbilt has been so good offensively that when they get out to leads, people just start chucking the ball all over the field. So when you're forcing teams to throw the ball and play from behind, your numbers for your cornerbacks and safeties are going to go up because they're defending more. They're defending more against the pass. So that's a lot of the reason for that. And yes, Vanderbilt does rank 155th in passing yards allowed, but that's because of teams playing from behind and having to throw the ball. Our safeties are good, but they're hybrid safeties, like C.J. Hurd and Randon Fontenette. You'll see them creep up and end up having 5 or 6 linebackers on the field and just 1 safety. So it's kind of weird how they do things. So, I'm going to give the edge to Iowa just because of the number of passing yards we allow. But it's a lot of that is because teams are playing from behind and having to chuck the ball all over the field.
Hey, we had that a lot too this year. So surprisingly, we really did. When you think about it, we led every game in the 4th quarter. Every game.
Yes, we did.
And they had to throw the ball to get back into it, most of them. So I feel that. All right, Dean, who you got on secondary?
Well, I got Iowa, but I was going over the names. I mean, you mentioned our top 3, but are you also looking at our cornerbacks in this group? Are you looking at them separately, or
for secondary?
Like Hall and Deshaun Lee, and I think Watson, and then there's some, I can't think of the other guy's name, but they nickname him Wally Montgomery.
I'm
Rex
looking
Roth.
I'm looking at the all secondary, so defensive backs and safeties.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I think we're much deeper. I think we can rotate some guys in with some experience. We got a good young. Oh, Illinois lining up for the game-winning field goal. Did you guys know that?
No.
You mean Tennessee actually made it a game?
It's 4th and goal, 29-yard attempt with 3 seconds left.
Oh no. Well, Chris,
Is it
let us
tied?
know.
Is it tied
And
right
it's
now?
right down the middle, and Illinois has pulled the upset over the Tennessee Volunteers, 30-28. The Fighting Illini have won the game. Jason Hackwell, where are you at, my friend?
Okay, he did write me back. He was at a family get together where they were watching this game together. He said if you guys had told him earlier today you wanted him on this podcast, which I
Hey.
thought he was invited anyway, he would have joined, but he couldn't join.
It's all good. It's all good.
Well, that's
good.
the reason why I said when I thought Jason was going to be a part of this tonight. That's why I said, oh boy, this is going to be fun tonight.
I don't know if you've. I gotta check something. Hold tight. Thank God for this. Let's see. Give me 1 second, gentlemen. All right. So I was not keeping tally, but sounds like to me this is almost a 50-50 matchup in these position rankings, guys, which is another reason I'm very excited, man. But I will say this, piggybacking on that secondary note, Chris, you talked about how deep Iowa is. The thing with Iowa's defensive backs, too, is if you notice, not a single one's labeled as a safety anymore. So if you go out and pull up ESPN and you pull up all these other stat ones, they all got DB or something. Or you guys have safeties because they can do either one, which is kind of great. And it's kind of how they've been recruiting. They get these taller, longer dudes, which we'll talk about when we get to the head-to-head stuff.
Iowa has safeties. We got safeties.
Yeah, don't class.
Oh, hey, by the way, did you see that?
Not on the stat boards.
Oh, he's left. He left. He got tired of waiting for you to put him in the show. Andrew.
Who was it?
Andrew was in here.
Oh,
He can come back in.
He can get
back
his
in
ass
here.
He'll get his ass back in. He just got home. He'll get to talk. Hey, why don't we take a quick commercial break? We'll see if Andrew's going to get his ass in here. The president of the Villains Network. So this is a perfect segue. We'll be right back after a quick little commercial break. I think this is an old one, too. Sorry if it is. We are back. I don't even. Yeah, that might be old. I've asked Andrew numerous times to put a new one in there, so it's his own fault. But
there is a new one in there, dude. If you'd been coming on and doing your show,
it's not me.
You would have put a new one up weeks ago.
Normally it gets put in there for us, but all right, let's talk the game, gentlemen. So I'm gonna put up some to do graphics here. Boom, boom. All right. So tomorrow, big day, 11 Central Standard Time, 12 Eastern Standard. Dean, what time does it start for you?
9 a.m.
Woo!
That game will be over by noon. I've got the rest of the day to chill and do whatever I want. And hopefully my car gets out of the shop tomorrow. I won't be getting it back tomorrow. They've had it for 2 weeks and they can't figure out what's wrong with it.
Oh boy. Well, I hope nothing too bad's wrong with it, man. But big game tomorrow.
It's a major engine issue. It's a major engine issue. They've tried 2 things already, and it still didn't solve the issue. So, anyway, go ahead.
All right, man. Let's get into it, man. So, breaking it down, obviously, we went position by position with you guys earlier. So, yeah, man. I guess we'll just dive into this thing and. We'll just talk the game, some areas to look for. Obviously, Chris has been enlightening us on some players who we should be watching for. But yeah, man, what are you looking forward to tomorrow? What matchups are you most interested in, Dean, when the Hawks take on the Commodores
Well,
in Tampa?
I'm actually excited to see what Pavia does because I have not watched him or even watched more than a couple highlights of him, and I actually really want to see what he can do. But I also want to see what our defense can do to stop him. I really do. Can we slow him down? Can we hit him hard to make him get like ow, maybe I should have rethink this of opting out. But somebody said that earlier, and I said, well, we got to get to him before we can hit him hard because he's going to be pretty elusive. But I'm just anxious to see what he really does. Because he's obviously got some impressive numbers, and he's impressive athlete and impressive quarterback, and I'm just anxious to see what he can do. So that's what I'm anxious to see, and then see how if the defense can stop him and slow him down.
Chris, what are you interested in seeing tomorrow in the matchup?
So, do you mind if I play a video real quick?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, slide us over to the side, and I'll get this video.
You want side? Hold on. Ingenuity. You're probably not included in that. See you, Chris.
You just had us all over there just a second ago.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does it on its own, man.
Oh, okay.
It does it on its own, yeah.
So,
yeah, there you go.
And Andrew Allegretta is the Vanderbilt play-by-play announcer on the radio for Learfield Sports. Let me throw this up here. This is what his keys to the game are.
Welcome to Prep Day. Welcome to the Pirate Ship at Raymond James Stadium as we get set for the best bowl game Vanderbilt has ever played in, the ReliaQuest Bowl. Watch for big plays on both sides of the ball. Vanderbilt's offense is second best in the country in generating big plays. Iowa's defense, number one in the country at limiting big plays. On the flip side, defensively for Vanderbilt, they're keeping teams to an average of 3rd and 8 throughout the course of the season. 21st in the country, pretty darn good. Iowa has struggled with big plays when the Doors get them in 3rd and 8. Can they get off the field and get to 11 wins and send Diego Pavia and crew out in style? Again, what a fantastic setting. The Pirate Ship, Raymond James Stadium. Hope you can join us on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Valid points.
My key is for the Vanderbilt defense to get Iowa in the 3rd and long situations, just like he was talking about, and get off the field defensively. You can't let Iowa start throwing the ball around. It's not a team that likes to do that. So even if you do, you've got them out of their element. You got to double up. And by double up, Vanderbilt has led the nation in doubling up, which is scoring last in the first half and first in the second half. Most of your football games are won in the middle 10. That's 5 minutes before halftime, 5 minutes after halftime, and that's where Vanderbilt has excelled all year long. That's where they're most effective in the 2-minute offense, is at the end of the half, and then coming out, making those halftime adjustments, getting down the field and getting a score. I think if Vanderbilt does those things, they win this game.
I like it. Man, tough act to follow, but I'm interested to see Iowa secondary versus your wide receivers. Looking at them, honestly, size-wise, height-wise, you guys might be some of the smaller group of wide receivers I've seen. So if I'm going to look at this real quick, hold tight. I got to pull it up. But most of your guys were, I shit you, 5'11", which Iowa traditionally defensive backs are anywhere between 5'11 and 6'1". So I kind of interested to see that matchup. I want to see about the speed. I mean, obviously those guys are pretty consistent. We got a couple almost 700-yard receivers. I want to see it. I want to see that matchup. And that's basically, I mean, if you look at Iowa's tacklers, leading tacklers for Iowa, most of them are your defensive backs, which is why that's normally our weakest position group. So everybody's been attacking them and also playing from behind. So I want to see what it's like. And then obviously, Dean, you alluded to it right away. I want to see Pavia play, and I want to see our defense against Pavia. It's not very often we go up against Heisman people in a bowl game. The last time we did, I don't think it went well for us. And I'd love to see it. I want to see who's got the bigger chip on their shoulder, whether it's Pavia going out here to show some of these haters, or if it's Iowa's defense that says, all right, let's show this guy what Big Ten football is all about. So those are two matchups that I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Dino.
Yes,
you
sir.
want to actually you guys want to do some picks, and then we'll give our final keys to this game and wrap it up. It looks like it's just going to be us three gents tonight, boys. What do you say?
Sounds good.
All right, let's break off from some Iowa Vandy talk here for a moment, and let's do another game. Let's start with let's go college football playoff to start. Actually, now we'll skip that. Let's do this one. You talked about it earlier, Dino. On paper, this one looks great, right? 13 versus 8, but then you see all the underlying stories behind it, and it's turned into just an interesting who knows kind of game. Texas versus Michigan. Texas a big favorite, over a touchdown in this bad boy. Chris, who you like in this game, sir?
I can't believe I'm going to go here. But we know Texas's running back room has taken a severe hit. I do know that they've also lost a lineman or two. They've lost a couple defensive players that are opting out. Michigan's a damn dumpster fire. Let's call it what it is. Fired their coach. But I'm going to wing it. I picked Texas to win this game. However, I think I'm having a change of heart.
Oh.
This seems like the perfect scenario to add to the legend of Biff Poggi. Biff Poggi, however you say his name. This seems like the perfect scenario to add to his legend. Michigan in an upset.
Ooh. I like that one, man. Dino, who you got in this one, man?
Well, I'm going to tell you what.
SEC.
On my show, I took Texas. Okay? But I didn't know about Texas being depleted there. So I'm also going to go with Michigan because I haven't heard about any opt-outs, really, for Michigan. Everything seems to be pretty quiet on the front up there, so they're keeping things under wraps. So I'm going to pick Michigan with the upset as well.
Wow, I like that, gentlemen. Yeah, actually, I'm going to go with Michigan, too. I just think, I haven't heard. I mean, there's a bunch of players that was in limbo, whether all these people were going to leave, etc. But I think with the slam dunk hire that Michigan did make in the last Hail Mary that they took, I think Michigan pulls the upset, man. So give me Michigan, give me the Big Ten to keep cranking out those W's, man. So I'm all for it.
By the way, I want to say next year would be the year to beat Michigan because after that, I think everything will be back settled down and the Michigan will be Michigan again.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our next one. Boom. Let's head to college football playoff. The Dogs, Georgia Dogs, 6.5 favorites over Ole Miss. Chris, who you like in this bad boy? Ole Miss got some fight left in them, even after all the commotion.
Georgia by whatever they want to win by.
I second that. I'll make this quick. I agree. I think Georgia's they're too much for an Ole Miss team that has a bunch of outside noise. So give me Georgia Dogs to cover this one.
Georgia. No change. I've always felt that way.
That's crazy. Crazy. All right, let's keep it going. Let's oh man, there's some good ones. Let's keep it right. Let's go right back to the Big Ten again. This bad boy. I'm pretty excited about. I really think this is going to be a badass game. You got Texas Tech versus Oregon. You got Nike money versus oil money. You got NIL versus NIL in this bad boy. But it's shaping up to be a good game, I think. So, yeah, who do you guys got in this one? Let's start with Dino, man. What do you got?
I took Tech in this game originally, and I think I'm going to stick with it. It could be one of those games just like tonight where Illinois had to kick a field goal with 3 seconds left. I envision that being this type of game, but more like 55 to 56 or something like that. What was the final score of the Illinois game, by the way?
30-28.
Okay. I think this game will be a little high scoring, but just as close.
Got an Oregon there. Tech by 6. Nice. I'm going to take, man. See, I was torn on this one, but give me Oregon. I'm going to take Oregon. I think it's going to be a very tight game towards the end. I think it's going to be a good game. Oregon impressed me a lot, man. When they came to Iowa City and just at that game, I was at that one, and they impressed me a lot. They didn't have to line up face-to-face and try to punch Iowa in the mouth, and they did. So they can punch you in the mouth, but they can throw it, they can run it. Give me Oregon.
Being in the Big 12, I don't think Texas Tech has played the kind of athletes that they're going to see on the field with Oregon. I think Oregon pulls the upset here.
I agree. Sweep on the except for Dino. Dino got Tech.
I took Tech.
It's all right. Let's go.
I just want to say I will cheer for Oregon though. Okay.
I'll start on this one. I think Carson Beck gets beat the hell up. I think Ohio State sends a message in this one, honestly. They've just kind of been flying under the radar all year when you think about it. Like, there's not a whole lot of people that are just calling them juggernauts, and all year long it was whether they should be number one or not. And that's a good-ass team with probably the best wide receiver in the country, Jeremiah Smith. So give me Ohio State, and I think they cover. Who's next?
I will take Ohio State as well, and they'll do more than cover. It's not even going to be close.
Ohio State most complete team. Vandy Chris, what you got in this one?
So this is where it gets interesting. When you look at Ohio State's strength of schedule, pardon my French, but it's ass.
They did not have a normal schedule like them other than Texas to start the year.
I mean, if Miami can dirty this game up and make it a slog, I think they have the edge. If it gets into a shootout and Carson Beck has to throw the ball around the field a lot, that's where Miami's going to get in trouble. I think Miami's defensive line matches up well with Ohio State. But I'm going to Ohio State to win this.
Ohio State, baby. Nice. That it? Dean taking them too?
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Sorry.
I took it.
I got sidetracked. I gotta remove this. All right, next game. Kick it in, and probably one of the most interesting games of the weekend, in my opinion. Whew. Alabama versus Indiana. What we all thought would happen in college football in this time frame is Indiana being number one, taking on Alabama, and favored by almost a touchdown. So, gentlemen, this one's going to be a good one, man. I think it's I'm torn on this one, so I'll let Dean start this one off for me.
I'm not as torn. I'm going to stick with Indiana. I have them as my national champion, so I'm not going to go away from it. But Alabama's pretty darn good for a 3-loss team.
Yep. I'll go next. I'm taking it. You go ahead. Go on. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say,
I'll let you
Alabama
go,
wasn't
Brad.
even
I'll go
supposed to
last.
be in this game.
No, I'm taking Indiana in this one. I just think Alabama's a good team. I'll give them that. They're a very good team. I just think that Cignetti was built for shit like this, and all he's going to do is use the outside noise of people saying they don't belong. It's Indiana. They're about to get ran out because look at this schedule and look at who they play. Look at how Mendoza did against this team and did against that team. And this is a coach that's going to use that to his advantage. And he gets the most out of his players when he does do that. So give me Indiana, but I do think it's going to be a close game. I'm only going to take Indiana by a field goal in this one.
Do you guys remember Ohio State's seed last year? Because, they did go on to win the Natty last year, but do you remember what their seed was when they started out?
Was it 4 or 5? Or
8.
was it 5?
8?
They were number 8.
That's what I thought. And I was just looking at this. Number 9 Alabama versus number 1 Indiana. What if Alabama runs the table to the Natty? They could do it.
They could.
Okay, anyway, I don't want to interrupt Chris because I know he wants to get his in there.
So the 2 Big Ten guys picked Indiana. Not so damn fast. Indiana's best defensive lineman is out with an injury. He's not playing. Their second best defensive player suspended for the game.
Oh,
He's
wow.
out.
Didn't know that. This is information we could have had before we made our picks, dude.
He's out. And guess what? My national champion was Oklahoma, who absolutely dominated Alabama in every phase of the game and somehow lost. Alabama got it done. Guess what Indiana's going to do? They're not going to do anything that Alabama hasn't already seen this year. Ty Simpson in a game like this is where Ty Simpson shines. And when I say that, let me tell you, I watched him in high school as a senior with 102-degree fever, puking on the field as he's playing the game. Go out and put up 336 yards passing and 224 yards rushing with the 102-degree fever. Indiana is getting beat in this game. They're going to follow the pattern that was set last year when all 4 teams that got first-round byes lost their first game in the playoffs. Now, I don't have all 4 losing. I have 2 of them losing, Texas Tech and Indiana. Alabama wins this game.
Ooh, I like that, Chris. That's why we bring you on, man.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right. Let's do it, gentlemen. What we've all been waiting for. You are off your rocker, Moose says. What up, Moose? Hope you enjoy this. Except for Moose, it's getting chilly. You brought the cold air down there to Florida, man, and I've been freezing my ass off, bro. You can take it back with you.
By the way, are you going to this game?
Me? No.
Yeah.
I had nobody to go with, man.
Take your wife.
She got work.
Okay.
I would say somebody offered me tickets to this game, and I just couldn't swing it transportation wise. Otherwise, I'd have been there.
Man,
had a place to stay, everything.
Look, I'm sure we could have did some sort of thing on our shows to say anybody driving down can swing through Tennessee and grab Vandy Chris. Thank you. Just some random ass stranger in the car. Let's go.
But if he can't drive, he can't ride as a passenger either.
No, yeah, he could glide. He's good. All right, man. Let's get to this thing. So let's just do these straight up picks. Tell us what the difference in the game is going to be for you guys, and then give us a score. So who wants to kick us off?
I guess I'll start.
Dino.
Okay. All right. I do firmly believe Vanderbilt's going to win this game, but if Iowa is going to have any chance, I already said it, they've got to air it out, and then they also got to, but that's another thing. I shouldn't say air it out because that feels like deep passes. They just need to have some short, crisp passes and keep the ball moving. They need to grind the clock, grind the yards, keep that ball away from Pavia and crew as much as possible. And avoid the turnovers and stupid penalties that have cost us in the other games. And anyway, I got Vanderbilt winning 38-24.
Wow. All right, I'll go next. We'll let Vandy Chris own it. So this game kind of reminds me of a bowl game we were in 2000. Well, it would have been 2018 season when we were down here in Florida and we took on Mississippi State.
I remember that. Yeah,
2 loaded rosters, right? You know that game had 5 first-round draft picks in it alone. 5 between the 2 teams. Loaded rosters. 2 programs that were wanting to play. There wasn't no opt-outs by anybody on those first-round picks either. So they were all active. They were all playing. And Iowa went in there and muddied it up and did what they had to do and took home a victory. And I think it's going to play out similar to that. I like how we did the position by position because we pretty much we're almost 50-50 on that shit. So it's going to be very exciting. So I'm going to take the Hawkeyes. I'm going to take Mark Gronowski. I do think he has to throw the ball. But I've been wrong before. If we want to show up our college football playoff prediction, we can talk about that. But I think Iowa pulls this thing off, and I think Iowa puts up some points too. So give me Iowa 30 and Vanderbilt 24.
Interesting take. So I got another treat for you.
You're always full of treats.
I'm always full of treats. So I'm going to show a video of what I'm going to be looking for. It's going to be plays just like this.
He wants to throw. Flag down. Pavia. A little juke at the 5. Pavia gets a block. If this one's coming back, it's a shame because it's a touchdown. There are flags everywhere. 3 separate flags thrown on the play. Yeah, I think this is coming.
Okay, so what you want is to get flag thrown on a play on a good play like that.
So it's going to be Diego Pavia making plays like that. Iowa hasn't seen a quarterback play the way he plays and make the plays that he makes.
They see one every day in practice that runs. It's 15
Not like that.
touchdowns.
Not like that. Not like that.
He's not the leading rusher. No.
No. They said Jimmy Sullivan was the closest thing they had to Pavia. I don't know. I have never seen Jimmy Sullivan play.
So, with that in mind, and yes, the reason that play was called back is there was a hold. It was big as day a hold. But the hold isn't what broke that play open for him. The hold had nothing to do with him making that play. Vanderbilt, 37. Iowa, 24.
Gosh, he and I are right there by 1 point. We're similar. I didn't even think he was going to let us score. I thought it was going to be like 0 or something.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, because I know that if we get up 10, 14 points, I was going to have to start throwing the ball, and that's the Achilles heel where we start giving things up.
I like that, man. Holds are illegal, sir. Plus, it was Missouri.
You might want to look. You might want to look at the total defensive stats in America because Missouri was absolutely a top 10 defensive team.
No, I'm gonna tell you, Pavia is about to see a defense he hasn't seen all year, and that's a Phil Parker defense where they're not gonna disguise anything that they're doing. They're gonna just line up and look you in the face and say, "Go ahead," and it's gonna be fun. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, gentlemen.
We'll see. We should see some blitzes in this game, I hope.
I think we'll see more. We didn't blitz versus Oregon, and it it hurt us. But gentlemen, this has been a fun show. Shout out to the 153 of you tuning in, baby. We appreciate each of you guys, and also another shout out to Hydes Hail Mary, baby, for helping sponsor tonight for us. So that's Micah Hydes' new seltzer project. Oh, and did you post that up?
I'm wanting to copy it, and it won't let me copy it. I'll have to go back on the video and do it.
Send me the link.
But,
just send me the link.
But yeah, shout out to Micah Hyde, Tavon Smith for supplying the hat. Check this stuff out if you guys want to get some of this. It's pretty good, man. Non-alcoholic, Chris. Even you can have some of this, my friend.
There you go.
There you go, baby. All right. Well, gentlemen, what do you say we wrap this up? I appreciate you guys jumping in. Chris, how fitting we get to end the year together.
I'm telling you. For those watching, if you don't know, me and Brad go back, 13, 14 years?
Yes, sir.
I started a college baseball group. Me and my friend from Carroll, Bubba. We started this group, and he recommended Brad to me. We wanted to cover college baseball nationwide. Brad was our first Big Ten contributor to that group. That group's got over 1,500 members now. It's one of the larger college baseball groups on Facebook.
Yep.
He's been with me since day one when I asked him to join.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate everything Brad has done for me. Who would have ever thought when we started that little fledgling baseball group
Right.
that in 2025 our football teams would be playing each other in a bowl game
That matters.
where Vanderbilt actually has an opportunity to win 11 games, first time in school history. Just amazing. Appreciate you, Brad. Thank you for everything you do. As you know, I've said it many times in our baseball chat, my admin team in there, your family.
Agreed.
Love you, Brad. You have a happy new year.
Hey, you too. And we're going to end it with this. Chris and I will be kicking off the baseball edition of the Hockaholics coming up in February. We haven't set a date, but it's going to be Chris and I. I'm going to bring you a lot of the Iowa side. He's going to actually cover, give you some more insight nationally so you can get more of a range of college baseball because it's a fun sport.
So,
and, yeah.
It's called College Baseball Smack.
Yeah. You just talk shit, baby. It's fun.
Yep. We enjoy the more content people put up, the better it is. It tends to get SEC heavy at times, but that's the nature of the beast because that's where the baseball is the best. But we absolutely love having your mid-major teams and the Big Ten teams that never get enough credit. You know, Michigan, they've been to the College World Series, 3 times in the last 10 years?
Yep.
You never hear about them.
Indiana.
So, yep.
Iowa. Good programs in the Big Ten. So,
yeah.
Excited. Last football show, gentlemen. Let's send them off, baby. I appreciate you guys. Happy New Year to you guys out there. Happy New Year, gentlemen. Dean, Happy New Year, Chris. Happy New Year. Love you guys. And as we always say, go Hawks, baby.
Yep.
Not in our blood.